There is no scarcity of immensely diverse and astonishingly gorgeous sights to visit in the USA. From the east to the west coast, from iced mountains to tropical beaches, from some of the most recognizable cities to some of its most amazing deserts. On most people's bucket lists, traveling to the United States of America is pretty near the top, and for a good reason. Around 77 million tourists travel to the US every year to take advantage of all the country has to offer, making it one of the most sought-after vacation spots in the entire globe. The United States of America is the home country of one of the world's most amazing national park systems. A huge variety of urban centers, small towns, and other breathtaking locations exemplify that a lifetime would not be enough to visit all the best travel destinations in the USA. But that won't stop us from having the most incredible vacations the US can offer. That's why you have to be ready, because in this video, we'll talk about the top 13 best places to visit in the USA. Number 1. The Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon hike is a once-in-a-lifetime adventure. Surely the stunning, almost spooky beauty you can experience from any of the best day walks in the Grand Canyon cannot be captured in simple pictures or recordings. The Grand Canyon's enormous gap in northern Arizona, up to 18 miles wide and 1 mile deep, is a unique destination. Generally, it is around 277 river miles long. The Grand Canyon has grown with the assistance of the powerful Colorado River for 6 million years. For ages, visitors worldwide have come to take in its magnificent red and orange splendor. Number 2. Yellowstone. The very first national park, Yellowstone, opened to the public on March 1st, 1872, allowing everyone to enjoy its distinctive hydrothermal and geologic features. Within Yellowstone's 2.2 million acres, tourists have unmatched chances to watch wildlife in a natural setting. Tourists may also explore geothermal zones that house over half of the world's current geysers and take in geological marvels like the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone River. Yellowstone National Park is a haven for adventure enthusiasts with its stunning peaks and crystal-clear waters. Hot springs are surrounded by colorful pools and erratic geysers that shoot streams of scorching water into the air. Today, there is no denying the park's amazing nature. Number 3. Honolulu, Oahu. There is no room for dullness on this tropical island, which has the most flights from the mainland of any Hawaiian island and a wealth of top-notch activities on Oahu. The capital city of Hawaii, Honolulu, showcases the island's urban appeal. Generally, the majestic Ailani Palace and the solemn USS Arizona Memorial at the Pearl Harbor National Memorial are just two of the many cultural and historic landmarks nearby. The island's world-class restaurants, fascinating cultural events, and wild nightlife further emphasize its status as a social hub for Hawaiian culture. Number 4. New York City. It may sound impossible to see all of New York City at once. However, with some thoughtful preparation and a bit of fortune, you might be astonished at how many of the city's most famous attractions you can see in just one day. New York City requires stamina, being the most populated city in the US and a center of the arts, fashion, and food industries. So don't allow the Big Apple's chaotic sights and sounds to deter you from taking in its splendor. As you move through the urban jungle, you will see Times Square's neon lights, taxis speeding down busy streets, and people strolling by on their way to marquee museums and trendy cocktail bars. The city that never sleeps provides a plethora of amusement. But before you leave, take a moment to observe your surroundings, because what is there now will likely change into something even greater in the future. Number 5. San Francisco. San Francisco is the most distinctive city in the USA. It was founded during the discovery of gold and quickly developed from a little town to a city on the huge San Francisco Bay. Chill and intimate San Francisco, often referred to as Los Angeles' extra-refined northern cousin, combines the big city excitement of its southern counterpart with a feeling of small-town elegance. Here, you'll find a mosaic of cultural diversity thriving across San Francisco's many dynamic neighborhoods and many more. Number 6. Washington, D.C. A trip to the National Christmas Tree in Washington, D.C. is one of the best USA Christmas vacations. Your bucket list absolutely must include this. Global politics are centered in Washington. Additionally, it is your hub for the arts, advocacy, business, and social utility. Consider the city as an outgrowth of the school grounds. It's your D.C., whether you intern on Capitol Hill, carry out research for an organization, or unwind at an embassy party. Number 7. Moab. Due to Moab's location in eastern Utah, you can explore Arches and Canyonlands, two separate national parks, at the same time. When you're not in awe of the strange red rock formations in the parks, explore downtown Moab, which has a charming selection of cafes, shops, and food trucks. Or you can go rafting down the Colorado River. Additionally, you can go mountain biking, jeep trips, cross-country skiing, and even snowshoeing while visiting Moab. Number 8. San Diego. San Diego is a unique city with boundless promise, where everyone is entitled to fair access to pleasure, freedom, and a prosperous life. Along with the delicious Mexican cuisine, vibrant nightlife, and one of the nation's favorite zoos, San Diego's year-round sunny weather and 70 miles of spectacular coastline attracts sunbathers and athletes both. In fact, many different types of tourists are drawn to San Diego because of the city's diverse nature. Number 9. Chicago. No city can make you fall in love with it the way that Chicago can. The Windy City, a large town founded on the shores of Lake Michigan, survives cold weather while retaining a strong cultural community. There is also an infinite supply of architectural wonders, a fantastic food scene, and many photo opportunities. Chicago is still incredibly varied today, with a bustling art scene, numerous shopping centers, and a plethora of cuisine. Take a Chicago architecture river cruise, or spend some time in Millennium Park, and you'll find yourself gazing up a lot. Number 10. Boston. Boston is undoubtedly among the top cities in the United States. Occasionally, everybody wants to get away. Fortunately, Boston is a great place for weekend vacations. Boston is not just a hotspot for baseball, brownstones, and prestigious universities. It also has the nation's first subway system, public school, enormous free municipal public library, and public park. Boston may be the American city with the most colonial and Revolutionary War-era heritage. It follows then that its primary sites have evolved into a pilgrimage route for Americans and other people hoping to obtain a sense of the past. Number 11. Big Sur. This area of Central California is truly remarkable, with its rocky cliffs, rich mountains, coastal redwood forests, and secluded beaches. Big Sur is an impressive area just south of the Pacific Coast Highway that is home to breathtaking natural scenery and a unique, laid-back feel. Number 12. Savannah. Savannah will always be one of your favorite places to visit, no matter how far you go or how long you spend. Certainly, Savannah, Georgia is worth a day trip thanks to its stunning 18th century architecture, dripping Spanish moss, famous churches, delicious food, and an abundance of other things to do. Whether you're in town for the history, attractions, southern cuisine, or just a few nights of bar hopping, Savannah will always show you a good time. And number 13. Seattle. Seattle is a stunning city because of its location. Between the Olympic Mountains and Puget Sound to the west, the Cascades and Lake Washington to the east, and the towering peak of Mount Rainier to the south. On top of that, it has some of the best coffee in the country, a dynamic arts community, a rich cultural heritage, and thrilling outdoor activities when the weather cooperates. Kayaking, hiking, camping, and whale watching are some of this city's most popular outdoor activities. Certainly, wherever you go in the US, you will have something fresh and intriguing to explore because each state has a different culture, way of life, and people. Well, that's it. We've finally explored the top 13 best places to visit in the USA. It is now easy to say that America is a destination unlike any other. From national parks to historical attractions, it has everything you can imagine.